is with you tonight?
What makes you think that there's something with me tonight?
Well, you're not your usual obnoxious self. What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
Carla, I'm your sister. I know you better than anybody else. You can tell me what the problem is. Well, while we're waiting for your tongue to get untied, I'm going to fix myself something to drink. Would you like something? Anything in particular?
I don't care, whatever you're having.
Okay.
Can I ask you something?
Go ahead.
It's about a guy.
I know.
You do?
Carla, I've been there and I've done that. I know exactly how you feel right now.
Really?
You tell me what's wrong, and I guarantee you that I've been there at one point.
Well, I went out the other night with this guy, and we had some drinks, and then we went to his house.
Now, is this anyone that I know? Yeah?
Yeah,
Who?
I can't tell.
Why not?
Because it's embarrassing. I don't want to, okay?
Okay, whatever. And?
So we went out, we had some drinks. Then he took me back to his house.
What's the problem? When are you pregnant?
No. He just doesn't want to deal with me anymore.
Well, that's pretty much standard procedure, Carla. I mean, they get what they want and then they dump you. It's exactly what Tony did to me.
You slept with Tony?
You knew that.
I did have my suspicions.
Yeah. Well, we did it, and that's that. But I'll get him back, don't worry. So do you love this guy, or what?
I don't know. I don't know what I feel. I don't know.
Did you have a good time with him?
Yeah.
Okay. End of story.
What do you mean, end of story?
Carla, you'll drive yourself crazy if you torture yourself. And you're going to drive me crazy, too, in the process. I'd appreciate it if you don't. I've been there more than once. There is no use in regretting anything that you do. Okay?
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna get some sleep. If I don't get at least 9 hours, you know how my eyes get.
Thank you. Thanks.
You'll be okay. Forget it ever happened, Carla.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, James. Where is everybody?
Nobody's up yet, ma'am. It's much too early.
James, you've known Tony for a long time. You think he's in trouble?
We just have to put our trust in God, ma'am.
I know, I'm just so worried about him.
Well, we're all worried. But the good thing is there are no reports of him in any accidents or hospital reports, and for that matter, in any morgue report.
But he could be out there somewhere hurt. Maybe even dying. He might need our help.
Last night, ma'am, when you were talking with Annie, she mentioned she has a friend, Julie.
Mm-hmm.
She said that David Larchmont gave her a check from Tony.
But Tony said that he didn't do it. He said someone stole his checkbook.
That's true. But whoever stole it, ma'am, had to give it to David Larchmont, and it was someone from this house.
Well, who do you think it could be?
Could be anyone that lives or works here, ma'am. Like Martin.
That's impossible. Martin would never do something like that. He loves his job here. He likes us very much.
Good morning, sir.
Any news on Tony?
No, nothing yet, sir.
Have you eaten?
No.
James, make her some breakfast.
Certainly, sir. It'll be a pleasure.
Max, do you think Larchmont kidnapped Tony?
I don't know. But if he did, he'll call and ask for ransom, so don't worry about it.
How can you tell me not to worry about it? We have to call the police, and we have to tell them about Larchmont and everything else.
What everything else?
That Larchmont called saying he was my friend. Anything that is going to help them find Tony. What do you think happened to him?
I don't know. Do you want me to go pick up Marnie and your father?
Why?
To bring them back here? That was the arrangement you made with Tony, right?
Yes. Max, I'm really scared. I know that you're hoping something happened to him.
Doesn't make any difference to me one way or another. I was leaving. Now I have to hang around here and wait for him to get back.
Why did Tony tell Charles that someone wanted to kill him? And who do you think he was talking about?
I don't know. She didn't want to believe me. I knew he was going to be murdered. The helicopter crash was proof of that.
You caused that accident.
I did not.
How did you expect your plan would work if Tony didn't die?
I was willing to wait. I'm patient. I'd wait a year, 2 years.
Oh, that's crazy. I don't even believe you. I don't believe you.
Your breakfast will be ready in a moment, ma'am.
Thank you, James.
I have to go. I have some things I have to do. I'll stop by the hotel later and get your stuff.
James,
Yes, ma'am.
did Tony have any enemies?
Enemies, ma'am?
Yes, enemies in his business or his friends or just any enemies, period.
Ma'am, the only enemy I know Tony to have is Max.
Bill! I thought you were gone.
There's nowhere to go.
What do you mean there's nowhere to go?
Look, I walked the entire island. There was nowhere to go. And I can't see the coast from anywhere.
What are you saying? We're on a deserted island?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Look, I'm sorry I couldn't make it. I mean, we were here a lot later than I thought, waiting for news about Tony.
Tony? Why?
Well, he's disappeared. I mean, no one has any idea where he's at. The police found his car at the docks. They say it's been there since yesterday.
Wow. Wonder what happened to him.
Well, actually, that's why I was calling you.
Frank, I assure you, I had nothing to do with this. Have you told the police he's missing?
Well, of course we did.
Well, there's something happened to him. Somebody obviously saved us a lot of work. Don't you think so, Clark? Look, are you going to be there? I'm coming over. We need to talk.
Talk about what?
About this, Clark. You better not mention our plans to anyone. I am warning you. I'm not fooling around here.
Fine. I'll talk to you later then.
Any news about Tony?
No, nothing.
A couple of days ago, you said someone wanted to harm Tony. This is no time to be silent. I demand you tell me who.
Camille, they're just theories.
I don't care what they are. Tell me.
You remember Tony's helicopter crash?
Yes?
Well, I figure whoever planned that would try it again.
Max?
Well, Max or someone else.
Rachel? You think Rachel planned it with Max or
No.
David Largemont?
Not Rachel.
Why not Rachel?
Because I don't think Rachel is capable of doing something like that. Besides that, why would she? I mean, Tony had invited her back to house. They'd patched things up.
She swindled him. She faked a marriage. Why would she fake a marriage if she wasn't going to kill him? And if Max didn't help her, then David Largemont did. We have to tell the police about David Largemont.
Now, look, Rachel is pregnant. Why would you want to keep hurting her? Besides that, none of this is her fault.
Not her fault. How can you say that?
Look, Camille, why don't you just forget I said anything?
You know something about this. You have to tell me.
You mean there's nobody else on this island?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? We'll die like rats.
No, we won't. Look, you start a fire. I'll go get some food.
Wait, how the hell am I supposed to start a fire? Using what? My fingers?
Look, Bill, go into the woods. Find some dry branches, rub them together till you get a spark. There's a freshwater creek right up there. Get us some water.
Who do you think I am, a Robinson Crusoe?
Bill, we are on a deserted island. God knows how far away from shore. And I did not choose to be here, do you understand? If there is not a fire when I get back, you are not eating.
Have I never started a fire rubbing two sticks before?
Neither have I.
Good morning, Max.
Good morning, darling. Is Charles here?
Yes.
You and I have never met, right?
Yes, that's right.
Great.
Max,
My uncle is really worried about Tony.
Gosh, so am I. Would you get Charles, please?
Sure.
I talked to James a minute ago. No news yet.
No? What exactly did you tell the police?
I told them that Tony's missing. I asked them to look for him.
Good. That's it. No more. From now on, I'm taking care of everything.
Okay. But I'll tell you one thing. If Tony doesn't show up real soon, I'm going to tell the police about David Larchmont.
We just started talking and we're already having a communication problem. I said I'll do it, if and when I feel it's necessary. I don't want anything that's going to provoke a scandal.
Okay. But then...
There is no buts, Chuck. I will do what's necessary to protect my family, and you will keep your mouth shut.
Listen up, Max. Tony told me that he was afraid someone was trying to kill him.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Did he say who?
You bet. Frank Tornell and you.
Me? Moi? Tony was always paranoid.
Was?
That's right, was. Ever since the crash, his head has been screwed up. I'm warning you, Charles. If you say anything that causes even a whisper, I'm going to make sure you're going to spend the rest of your life in the cell with a guy that calls you Mary every night. We're clear, right?
What happened? Uncle Charlie?
Scum-sucking pig. If he thinks he can threaten me, he's got another thing coming.
He threatened you? Why?
Tony Stockdale's missing. And I'd bet my life that he has something to do with it.
Why do you think Max has something to do with it?
Start talking, Bill. You work for Frank Tornell, is that right?
That bastard.
Yeah, what'd he try to kill you for?
Because he's a bastard. Man, when are we gonna get out of this place?
Maybe never.
Never. What do you think, we're gonna die here?
No. Bill, we are on an island. I don't know where, but it is far from the coast. It's very far. That means it could be God knows how long until a boat passes us by.
What are we gonna do?
We're gonna survive. That's what we're gonna do. Look, when you were at Annie's, why were you asking about David Larchmont? And what do you know about him?
Let me know the vicious stuff.
Bill, if you don't tell me everything I need to know, you're on your own, and you will starve.
I can get my own food. Thank you.
Got no time to talk, Max. I got an appointment.
You're getting a bad attitude. Just tell me this. Mara invented Larchmont. You took advantage of the situation. Who's been calling the house saying they were Larchmont? Bill?
Yeah.
That's fine. Things can stay the way they are. Let the police look for Larchmont. Now, besides the two of us, who knows Larchmont doesn't exist? Mara and Carlo?
Yeah. I had nothing to do with this, Clark. I swear. What are you thinking, Clark? Don't get any ideas in your head. If you mention my involvement in this to anyone, you and your wife are going to pay with your miserable little lives. I'm not kidding you, Clark.
Come in.
Good morning. What can I do for you, ma'am?
Martine, Tony disappeared yesterday. And it's very important for anyone who knows anything to talk. Now, Annie, your friend Annie, has a friend named Julie. She said that Larchmont gave her a check. She said Tony sent it to her. She showed me the check. She said that Tony paid Annie and Daniel to pretend to be the accident victims. Martine, the checkbook was stolen out of the room.
I know the checkbook was stolen.
Did you do it?
Señora, por favor. How can you think something like that about me?
I'm sorry. Well, then who did it? Who stole the checkbook? Because whoever did knows David Larchmont. Look, Tony disappeared after the phone call from Larchmont yesterday. I'm thinking that they agreed to meet somewhere and this Larchmont guy kidnapped him. Martine, we have to find this Larchmont.
He isn't back yet?
No. And we're all really worried.
Well, Camille, don't panic. He probably just isn't in Acapulco right now, that's all.
Police found his car parked at the docks.
Well, maybe he left on his yacht.
The boat was docked. Tony got a call from Larchmont. You know, that guy, that Rachel's friend.
So?
Well, apparently Larchmont must have said something because Tony's left and nobody's seen him since.
Sure, it was David Larchmont who called.
James said that Larchmont called and asked to speak to Tony.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Is Rachel in her room?
Yes?
You can go see her if you want. I'll have James get your bags. See you later.
How dare you? Why in the world would you bring her miserable family here?
Hello, Marnie. I have the feeling we're not welcome here.
I don't care.
Peter! Martine! Señorita Miss Marnie.
Hi, how are you, Martine?
Fine. Is Rachel in there? Yes. She's really worried.
No news about Tony?
No. See you later.
We'll see ya.
Rachel, honey, calm down.
Dad, I know something happened to him. I can feel it. I'm so scared.
Rachel, look at me, sweetheart. Tony is going to get out of this. He's very strong. He's got a lot of guts.
I don't know. Well, Carla and Maura are in the living room. Maybe we could ask them. What do you think happened to him?
I don't know, honey.
So what are we gonna do?
We're gonna get off the island.
How? Flying?
Look, we'll build a raft, Bill.
Raft? Where are you gonna get an axe to cut the wood with? How about nails? Local hardware store?
Look, Bill, it's our only way. Well, I don't know. We'll go into the woods. We'll collect dead branches. We'll Pick up trees that have fallen, we'll tie them all together with vines. I don't know.
Yeah, and how many years you figure it's gonna take?
Whatever it takes. Look, if it weren't for me, you wouldn't be alive. You'd be dead somewhere in the ocean. Don't make me regret that decision.
Look, man, on this island, you're not Mr. Tony Stockdale millionaire. You're nobody here, and you're not gonna order me around.
I don't need money, Bill, to kick around scum like you. Now get up, you son of a bitch. Get up! Come on. Come on.
Shut up. No, Laura, we can't keep quiet about this.
Hello, girls.
Did you know Tony's disappeared?
Yeah, Clark told me.
And did you know that David Larchmont called him?
Yeah.
Well, what are we going to do?
Can we sit down first? Bill has also disappeared.
Who's Bill?
Bill is a man I hired to pretend being David Larchmont.
Oh, my God. What are we going to do?
First, you guys are going to calm down. All right? And then you're going to listen to me. Carla, what started as a game by you has taken a complete detour. A different destination. Now, what I think is that Bill tried to take advantage of the situation. And he's trying to blackmail Tony.
You think Bill kidnapped Tony?
Yeah, it could well be.
No, but wait a minute, though, because Camille, she hasn't mentioned anything about a ransom.
Yeah, but that might happen today. Maybe tomorrow.
God, we have to call the police about this. Do you know where Bill lives?
Yeah, I know where he lives. He hasn't been home, though, for a few days. Once I told him that the Larchmont thing was over, he disappeared.
And you think he continued the Larchmont thing on his own?
Yeah, maybe. Girls, we can't call the cops. Think about it. Wouldn't look very good if you two were investigated, would it?
No. I don't think we should tell the police about David Larchmont.
Why not? We have to tell them. Then they can find Larchmont and question him about Tony.
What exactly are we going to say?
We're going to tell him the truth. That Larchmont called here saying he was a friend of mine, which isn't true.
And what else?
That he agreed to meet me and he never showed up. We'll tell him everything.
Then the police are going to ask you, Rachel, why you agreed to meet a total stranger. How are you going to answer to that?
Max, I'm prepared to tell the whole story.
And what whole story is that?
You know perfectly well what...
No, I don't. Why don't you tell me?
That you made me pretend to be Tony's wife.
You can raise your voice, dear. We all know you never married Tony.
I wouldn't say that if I were you. My mother knows the truth.
And what truth is that?
Mother, what did I tell you?
That he convinced you to tell Tony that Max helped you, so that Tony wouldn't press charges against his own brother and cause a scandal.
You told her that? That is a lie, and you know it. That is not true. When I met Max, he told me his name was Tony Stockdale, and you know that.
Do we have to go through that song and dance again? What we're trying to do here is what's best for everybody, and you should be considering that too.
I don't care what's best for everybody. I want to find Tony.
So do we all. But we don't want to cause a scandal that can permanently damage our family. Now, you ought to be thinking about that for yourself as well as your baby. Now, if you tell that story to the police, your child will be born in jail.
No.
I agree with Max. I just think we have to leave the police some kind of clue, a trail they can follow.
That's right. That's absolutely right. And then we can tell the police that Larchmont was the last person Tony talked to before he left this house. That we don't know him, we don't know what he looks like, nothing.
But what about Annie Fernandez? I mean, she and her brother were hired by David Larchmont. What if she says something?
Trust me, she won't say a thing.
I disagree. I don't care if Max and Rachel go to jail. I want to find Tony whatever it takes.
We all want to find Tony whatever it takes, Camille, but we don't want to show our dirty laundry to the whole world in the process.
She is not part of this family.
She is Tony's wife, and that baby is his.
Tony never married her.
He accepted her as his wife. The child is his.
I could say that...
Camille, shut up.
Don't tell me what to do, Max.
All right, listen up, everybody. Now, we know that Larchmont probably kidnapped Tony, which means he'll call and ask for a ransom. And if we get the police involved, we may never see Tony again alive. Now, is that what everybody wants? Huh?
Hello?
Hi, Marnie.
Yeah?
Hi, this is Frank.
Oh, hey, Frank, what's up? Listen, Rachel's not here right now.
Marnie, I don't want to speak to Rachel. I want to speak to you.
You want to talk to me?
Yeah,
What about?
about you.
Frank, why do you want to talk to me?
Well, you know what, Marnie? I know I've been kind of rude in the past, but actually, I think you're a pretty nice person.
Well, if you think anything about me, cut the lines, Frank. I know you must want something.
Yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm. So what is it?
I want to get to know you better.
Frank, cut it out. You know we don't have anything in common.
Have lunch with me.
Are you nuts? You heard what I just said.
Yeah, I did. Have lunch with me.
Frank, if I have lunch with you, what are we going to talk about?
You'd be amazed. Have lunch with me and find out.
You won't take no for an answer, will you?
No, got that right. Listen, pick you up in about 15 minutes. Wear anything you want. I promise you, Marnie, that you're going to have a really good time.
Okay, Frank.
Yeah.
Don't get any sleazy ideas. This is just lunch. You got it?
Yeah, I got it. I'll see you soon, all right? Bye.
Bye.
Maura, if anything happened to Tony, you know it's our fault.
Will you stop sniveling, please? I mean, you should have thought of that before you started all of this, Carla.
God, I was only joking. You're the one who told that lowlife of Frank.
Fine, Carla, what? Do you want to go to the police? Is that what you want to do? Do you have any idea how much trouble you're going to get us in?
Don't you care about anything? I mean, don't you care what happens to Tony?
Of course I care. Of course I do. But what is it that we're going to gain by going to the police? Absolutely nothing. Now, I think that we should just wait and just calm down, because I think Frank is right. Now, eventually, this man, he's going to have to ask for a ransom, right? And then everything will be back to normal.
What if this guy tells Tony I made up the name? What if this guy tells you and Frank planned all of this? God, what is Tony gonna do to us when he comes back?
Carla, that man doesn't know anything about you or me.
How can you be so sure?
Be careful, Daniel. Why? Are you getting tired?
A little. I gotta learn how to use this. Give me time.
I hope you never learn how to use those, okay?
What do you mean?
That you'll be walking without them real soon.
I hope that day comes soon.
Daniel, are you hungry?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go to the store, okay? I'm gonna go buy some food.
Hey, how much you got left?
$50.
$50? You mean the hospital costs that much?
Danielle, operations are very expensive. I couldn't ask Mr. Stockdale to pay for it.
I guess so.
Hi. Can I come in?
Sure, and look who's home.
Ah, Daniel. How's it going?
Okay, I guess.
Good to be back home, ain't it?
Sure is.
Honey, I am worried.
Why?
The boss disappeared.
He's not back yet?
No. Seems that Larchmont called him, and right after that, Senor Bostoni disappeared, and nobody knows anything.
Mr. Stockdale disappeared after he talked to Mr. Larchmont?
Senora Mrs. Rachel says that maybe they met somewhere. She thinks he's in danger.
We gotta tell him, man. We gotta tell him that Mr. Larchmont and Max are the same guy.
Okay.
So what do you think?
I don't know.
No way, Max may be right. If we go to the police and tell them the whole story, well, the only person that's going to be harmed is Rachel.
So would Max.
Well, that's true. Look, I'm just worried that none of us know anything about Tony. Did I tell you what Charles told me?
Charles.
Charles Packer, Tony's assistant. Well, he told me that Tony was worried because he thought that Max and Frank were planning something, against him.
Frank?
Yeah, Frank Tornell. He's the guy that owns the club. Well, anyway, there's this guy, Bill. He works at the club for Frank. And it turns out that Bill was over at Andy Fernandez's house the other night.
What for?
Well, I don't know. But Charles told me that he was asking too many questions about David Larchmont.
Why?
I don't know. I guess that Frank told him to go over there and investigate, find out whatever he could. Something fishy's going on around here, Clark.